somebody want to take action towards you, whoever was in denial about who you were, and then they actually created who they were based upon who they thought you were, and it has them in mental turmoil when they see that you're not showing up as who they thought you were, right? Like, it's wild. Like, people should literally just mind their own business, right? But I'm getting somebody who deeply buried certain feelings that they have within themselves, and on top of that, they put illusions, and then they got some type of solace from all of the things that they buried within them, some type of solace from those illusions. And the illusions were, for whatever reason, pertaining to you, like who they thought you were. Like, when they thought that you were low and they thought that you were down, then that made them feel better. But again, it was illusions, right? So that's why somebody's kind of out of whack. But action, somebody wants to take an action towards you. Setting a goal is easy, but only when you act does life's magic respond. Do something, literally anything, in the vague direction of your dream, even if you think you don't know how, even when it seems hopeless. Even the smallest steps gets you on your way. When you act, you demonstrate belief and show faith, and the universe responds by magnifying your efforts. So take action now. Action is alchemy. Be a verb. Do something. Somebody sees that you doing something, right? And it's like they talk, they do a lot of talking, right? And you about that action though, you know what I mean? And so, like, somebody cannot hold a candle to you. This is kind of like throwing them for a loop, because if they want to compete with you, which I'm getting that they do, right? Because they created some type of illusion in their head about you, and created like a belief system on who they thought you were, and they move certain type of ways based upon that belief system. They want to compete with you, but they had to take action in order to do so, which I don't recommend nobody competing with anybody. You feel me? Like, if you want to be somebody, right, you want to go somewhere, you need to wake up and pay attention to you. Don't pay attention to the next person, and do what it is that you need to do for you. But somebody, again, wants to compete with you, and they have to take action, and they don't want to do so, especially when they didn't understand the type of action that you take. Again, you got that action, okay, every single day. But this is also an energy that wants to, again, take an action towards you to initiate some type of forgiveness energy, in which I'm getting collective that you're not the type of person that holds grudges. You're just the type of person that goes with the flow, and when you see somebody act a certain type of way towards you, then you move accordingly. You know what I mean? And so it's not like you're holding a grudge against anybody, you know what I mean? But you know who they are, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. And so you've forgiven this individual, but that does not mean that you have to allow them back around you, okay? There is no need for conversation in the energy that I'm getting. Again, make your own decisions, use discernment, and see if this resonates for you. Take it how it do. But when we refuse to release our anger towards someone, we're keeping ourselves imprisoned in the past, wasting precious time in the present. The key is to remember that we're all just human. Even the colleague who took credit for your idea, and the friend who checked her text while you were sharing big news. We can all act like jerks, even like assholes, but not because we're hell-bent on being evil, because we're all just human. Forgive and don't forget. Don't forget to forgive yourself too. So the energy that I got with this is somebody literally is upset with you, and they have, again, buried that. With the first card being denial here, they have buried that, and they created an illusion of who they thought that you were, but they buried that very deep. Again, it does not go away. You feel me? It's like some busted pipes. Somebody pipes are currently busting. Metaphorically speaking, of course, it's like they're not able to handle their emotions anymore, because, again, you've shattered an illusion of what somebody built a belief system on. It was a very unstable, rocky foundation, and unfortunately they have to rebuild. And the way I would recommend anybody rebuilding that's operating out of the energy of wanting to uproot somebody, they have to make certain things about you be true so that they can feel better about what they're going through. But what was I about to say? A way that you can rebuild essentially is just like focusing on your own destiny, on your own business, right? Why am I so upset? Why am I so resentful? Why, whatever the questions that you need to ask yourself, right? And again, love and light. You need to accept things for what is, take the proper action towards a resolution with you, and forgive yourself. That's the energy that I really get with this. And then with this acceptance energy, I'm getting, tell yourself the truth. Somebody really needs to do that, but I'm getting that they're refusing to, because they're trying to make something stick. They're wanting to come towards you with a false sense of forgiveness so that they can dig very, very deep dirt on you, so that they can, again, make some type of belief system they created appear true. That's the energy that I get. But this is the conscious deck that I was just in, and now I'm going into the abundance, and we still tapping into this energy of like why somebody feels the need to want to uproot you. Come through, spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages only. It's a beautiful day. Reconcile is in the reverse. You do not want to make up with this individual. You already know. Again, they showed you who they were, and you believed them. This person was wearing a mask for the longest. Again, creating an illusion of just like life itself, but for some reason this illusion really magnified your life. They really created who they were based upon who they thought that you were. But so that in itself is very much so unstable, and I wouldn't recommend reconciling with an energy that operates like this. It says, if you wish to apologize to someone but can't get in touch with them, mentally send them your heartfelt apologies and know that they have heard you and forgiven you. Yeah, this energy is very synchronized, but I'm getting this is someone who is sending their negativity to you. So the downloaded message that I read a short on 555 was just on the clock. The downloaded messages, the message that I did a short on was saying that somebody is doing witchcraft on you. You know what I mean? And the witchcraft is they are trying to uproot you, excavate, dig deep, and trying to get dirt on you so that they can make something that they believe appear true. And so this person is sending negative thoughts to you, right? They're not sending forgiving thoughts. They're sending an energy of they want you to be like heavily burdened by their energy, right? By your energy. You know what I mean? Like heavily burdened by something. And they want you to act out of that burden energy. So again, they can have some dirt surface that shows what they believed initially. Is what I'm getting. But I'm getting collective for you. I'm getting that you've forgiven this energy a long time ago. Whenever whatever happened with you guys, you've forgiven it a while ago, right? So there's no, like, again, somebody can't get in touch with you. So that's why they're sending negative energy to you. You are not reachable, collective. You don't want to be reached, especially by somebody that was in denial about your energy, somebody that's sending you negativity, somebody that wants to take action towards you with a false sense of forgiving. The wind. Goodness gracious. Hold on. Goodness gracious. Give me a second. Okay, somebody is crying tears about you. Real tears. Somebody is crying tears about you. But they're grateful for the service that you're providing by telling the truth. But they can't handle the truth. That's the energy that I get with all of these cards that just ran out there like this. Okay, and I'm gonna stick to that message because I gotta go. Give me a couple more minutes though. Hold on. Be open. Somebody is just so closed off. Somebody feels as if you're so closed off. They feel they need you for healing. They need you for healing. They really do. And the energy that they're in now, they don't want to be in that, and they can't access you to reconcile. But somebody is like very, very closed off. Respond to everyone you encounter each day with an open and loving heart. Their heart is closed off. So they probably snapping at random people and stuff because of whatever they feel internally. And they got that feeling from looking at you. They probably should stop looking you up, or they should probably stop thinking about you. If y'all relationship is irreconcilable, which I'm getting that it is, they need to go their separate way. They need to move on. But somebody is having problems doing that. The difference it makes to your relationship will be remarkable, and the love you send out to others will be returned to you tenfold. This energy is being returned back to whoever sent it. They're sending negativity to you. You are of love and light, which is what I said initially. You know, you are rooted, you are grounded in peace and love. And again, you are connected with the spiritual realm. So you know how to go within and clear out any energy. You don't repress your energy. You let it out, right? That's honestly, it's a false sense of weakness that people think when people are vulnerable. If you're vulnerable with the wrong person, then yeah, it can work out in the wrong way for you. But if you're vulnerable with yourself and you tell yourself the truth, you are starting to heal something within you. You know, that's the energy that I get. But somebody is not willing to do that because they have buried it, and they don't want to they're trying to keep it buried, right, with false sense of yourself instead of a false sense of themselves, or a honest real sense of themselves actually. But I'm getting the energy of somebody being closed off, and it's affecting connections with other people. And then too, the energy that they're sending to you is being returned back to them tenfold, and they don't know how to operate with that energy. Somebody is again very sad and heavily crying, and I'm getting angry tears too. I'm getting angry tears. Somebody's really heartbroken, but again, they're proud of you, but they don't want to admit that to you because of whatever they did in this connection. However they saw you when they were in denial about who you were. It really is tearing them up because again, they created an illusion of who they are based upon who they thought that you were, and the actions they took towards you, they know are unforgivable. But again, you forgiven this energy and you let it be what it is, and you moved on freely. I'm getting that somebody can't do that though, but yeah, this is the way that somebody wants to uproot you, and the way that they want to uproot you, unfortunately, is happening to them.